A funny thing happened on the way to Antarctica. Essentially, Jeran has already shut down this final experiment 6 months before it's supposed to begin. How, you're asking? Well, the very community in which Jeran is supposed to be representing in December in Antarctica, that said community don't even trust Jeran anymore. The very community he's supposed to be representing don't even trust him. So what is the point in sending a man that's supposed to be representing a community to Antarctica when that said community do not even trust the words that come out of his mouth? Will, if you're watching, why are you spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a man that no one trusts? Even his own community have turned their back on him and don't trust him. So regardless of what he says, it's not going to be enough, because the community that he's supposedly representing don't trust a single word that comes out of his mouth. So Jeran, you've already shut down this silly charade through your illogical behaviour and the tosh you've been spewing for the last few weeks. And for that, I thank you. Because essentially now, everyone, pretty much everyone in the community has lost all faith in you. They don't trust you. And therefore there's no point you going to Antarctica, because no one's going to believe whatever you've got to say anyway. Now we need to address this little bit of propaganda from Jeran. It's obvious they're trying to hijack demonstrable reality and turn it in favour of the impossible globe Earth theory. So obvious at this point in time. But listen to our mate here.
And it's liars like Level Earth Observer, Leo, big fat frickin' liar. I'm a demonstrable realist. Oh, it doesn't matter if the sun... what a loser. Liar.
So what Jeran's essentially saying is, because bearing in mind, I only stand by simplistic truths, real physical demonstrations here on Earth, we can test and verify for ourselves. What Jeran is essentially saying is, excuse me a sec. What Jeran's essentially saying is the molecular structure of large standing bodies of water is lying to us. He's also claiming that every tower crane and pendulum on this Earth are also lying to us. He's also claiming that every practical demonstration showing an air pressure system reside next to a vacuum is also lying to us, because it needs solid separation. That's demonstrable reality. And that's the only thing I've ever claimed, yet I'm a liar. Yet what I've just stated, demonstrable reality, can be verified by every single person on this Earth. So I'm not a liar, Jeran. You are, mate.
Nathan Oakley, liar. Eric Dubay, big time liar.
Those guys can speak for themselves and no doubt will do.
And anyone else saying it doesn't matter are simply either dumb or lying to you. Let me explain why. Can we say the following things are facts? Hang with me here. Join me. I'm going to name 3 things. Can we say these are facts? Number 1, the sun travels around the Earth in 24 hours. Is anybody going to disagree with that?
I don't know about around. The sun travels above the Earth. Yes. Around?
Is anybody going to disagree with the fact that the sun travels around the Earth in 24 hours? Fact number 2, the sun must bring light and heat to each area of the Earth in 24 hours. Correct. It has to be noon at some point during the day in Australia, and noon in Africa, and noon in the South America, and noon in Hawaii. Okay, great. Number 3, the flat Earth pushes the south to the perimeter. In every model...
I'm not a flat earther. I don't push maps and models. I simply stand by physical demonstrations, demonstrable reality.
that I've ever seen, the flat Earth pushes Antarctica to the outside, to the perimeter. Okay, with just those 3 facts, we just proved how important and how much this matters. With just those 3 pieces of demonstrable reality.
Mate, you're citing inconclusive claims, right? You don't know what the sun is. You don't know if there's multiple suns. You don't know how the sun works. You don't know what the bigger picture with regarding the sun is. You do not know if there's some sort of optical phenomenon that goes on in certain parts of the earth at certain times of year. Prime example would be Antarctica in December. You don't know that. But what you do know is stuff that we can verify for ourselves, the molecular structure of large standing bodies of water, essentially demonstrable reality. What you do know is those things tell us the globe is impossible. Fact. So what is wrong here? Demonstrable reality, or your interpretation on what you think is going on in the sky, and as a result your interpretation on reality? What's wrong? Reality or our understanding of what the sun is? They've lied to us about the earth. We can verify that through demonstrable reality. So would it be such a great shock that they'd lie to us about what the sun is? Hello? So I'll ask you again. Who's lying? Is our demonstrable physical reality lying to us? Or have we been told lies about what the sun is and what it actually does? Because if it appears to circle a viewer in Antarctica in December, that doesn't prove a globe. That's a fascinating observation if that is the case. It doesn't change the results of demonstrable reality, does it? It simply means our understanding of what we think the sun is wrong. And that we need to investigate it even more, because there's obviously something going on, some kind of phenomenon, or potentially several suns, or who knows what at this point in time. And whatever that is going on isn't going to change the fact the globe's impossible, which can be verified by all. So is demonstrable reality wrong? Or Jeran's interpretation based off his observation and his conclusion based off his observation? Jeran's got no practical references whatsoever, physical demonstrations to back up what he's going to claim should he see a circling sun in Antarctica. So it's obvious, sending Jeran to Antarctica in December is pointless. The man's illogical, doesn't know whether he's coming or going, makes Scooby-Doo look savvy, and quite frankly has nothing but dishonesty residing in his heart. Accusing me of being a liar when all I've stood by is things we can verify for ourselves. Essentially, reality would have to be lying to us for Jeran to have truth on his side when he accuses me of being a liar. Reality's not lying because it can be verified by every single person on this earth. So like I said, it's pointless, this pantomime character going to Antarctica, because the community he's supposedly representing don't even trust him. And this is the sad thing about it all. I'm curious to know what does go on in the sky. I have no bias. If that sun does circle the viewer in Antarctica in December, I find that fucking fascinating. It doesn't bother me in the least. That fascinates me. And again, we would need to basically explore more, potentially follow that sun, to maybe have a better understanding of what is going on. Is it the same sun? Is it some optical phenomenon that appears to show a circling sun? It's obviously not proof of a globe, because the physical results of demonstrable reality, which can be verified by all, prove to us all the globe's impossible. So if there is a circling sun in Antarctica in December, fascinating. We need to explore that even more to get a better understanding of where we are, because that opens up other doors to potentially, well, I'm not even going to delve there right now, but I would find that observation fascinating. An observation in the sky isn't demonstrable reality, Jeran, okay? It's an observation. You've blown it, fella. You have blown it. I don't even think now you're going to get your free trip to Antarctica, because it's pointless you going. No one trusts you. Like I say, the community you're supposed to be representing don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. So Will, if you're watching, get a proper representative, one that the people trust, one that's logical and has honesty in his heart and is not on a grift like this character on the screen right now. Have a good one, everyone. This final experiment has served some good purpose, and that is to rid all the wrong uns, highlight the faulty logic at play, and highlight the fact that Jeran is trying to hijack demonstrable reality and put it on the side of the globe earth theory, which is demonstrably impossible. Dear oh dear.